And Jack, one of the things that you said before we went on camera was that among philanthropies themselves, there is now a big change, is that there's greater collaboration. And you, the YMCA of Greater New York and Lincoln Center, are starting to collaborate, right?
Well, we've had a history of collaboration, but we're finding some new things to do together. I think one of the laments among the not-for-profit community has been the fact that philanthropy haven't been coordinating their work,
right.
or perhaps not as much as could be the case. And what we're now beginning to see, and we're seeing it in New York City, is various foundations, funding sources, including some public funding sources, really gathering together and picking a serious social issue and really using all their muscle to go after it. And I think the coalition that's been put together to address the whole issue of disconnected young people in the city, which really is a problem. There are over 300,000 disconnected young people.
And when you're talking about disconnected young people, define right. what that is, who that is.
They haven't completed school, they're not
right.
working, and they have other serious problems. Some of it's drug and alcohol related, or they're couch surfing, they're homeless, if you will.
Right.
And so that's one of the things we've taken on, and we've been really delighted to get supported by a number of funding sources that might not have been the case in the past, and that's because they've all picked this as their priority.
Right, and I'll just say another thing, which I've said in the beginning in the introduction to this program, is that I was a member of the YMCA of Greater New York board for 9 years, and so I've learned about some of these programs, and you've partnered with an organization as well that focused on and has a history of success in dealing with disconnected youth. Yeah, instead of reinventing the wheel, and that's another thing, again, the kind of innovation that philanthropies can do, and the Y certainly does very well.
That's certainly an expectation in the not-for-profit community, and that is that we collaborate. And,
right.
and of course, we collaborate with everybody, as does Lincoln Center. We collaborate with the Department of Education. We collaborate with New York City to bring Ys to underserved communities. And we found a lot of ways to collaborate with other not-for-profits. In the case of disconnected youth and our Y Road centers, we knew we were good at some of the front-end services, counseling, drug and alcohol counseling, et cetera, but we weren't strong in the workforce development area. And so we found an organization called Opportunities for a Better Tomorrow, best-in-class, not-for-profit in workforce development. And we've collaborated with them. We opened up a center a year ago in Jamaica with some good success, and we just opened in the South Bronx. The whole idea is to bring comprehensive services to this group of young people all under one roof, as opposed to the difficulty of navigating a very complicated, disconnected system around the city.
Aside from